Have you ever felt like suddenly everything went quiet? People drifted away, your phone stopped ringing, opportunities paused, and you were left with just silence. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to Chosen Being. Today, we're diving deep into a season many chosen ones experience isolation, but not as punishment, as preparation, as purification. Because when God calls you to walk alone, it's never to harm you, it's to heal you. Number 1, the divine separation begins. With silence at first, it feels like rejection. Your friends don't call as much. The relationships that once felt fulfilling now feel heavy. Work slows down. You question your worth. You wonder, what did I do wrong? But this isn't punishment, it's realignment. God removes the noise so you can hear his whisper. In the quiet, he starts revealing the truth about who you are, who's meant to walk with you, and what no longer serves your higher path. Personal experience. When I began my spiritual awakening, I lost contact with several close friends within a month. It felt painful, like a part of my identity was being erased. But in that space, I started journaling, praying, meditating, and I found my true voice. Number 2, isolation prepares you, not punishes you when you're alone. There are no distractions, just you and your raw truth. This is where the soul's real work begins, healing wounds, confronting patterns, breaking cycles. God isolates those he's about to elevate. The cocoon must wrap around the caterpillar before it becomes the butterfly. Example: Joseph in the Bible was betrayed by his brothers and thrown into a pit, then prison, alone, forgotten. But that isolation was God's training ground. He became a ruler because he learned how to lead from a place of humility and grace. Number 3, your gifts get sharpened in solitude. Spiritual gifts don't develop in crowds. They blossom in the dark, in silence, in prayer, in isolation. You may start noticing your intuition growing stronger, dreams becoming clearer, your ability to sense energies becoming sharper. That's not coincidence, it's divine design. Personal example: during my quietest season, I started receiving visions and signs through nature, birds flying near my window, feathers on my path, specific angel numbers. These weren't random. God was awakening my spiritual gifts. Number 4, God is protecting you from what's not aligned. Sometimes the isolation is God's way of shielding you. Maybe you don't know it yet, but certain relationships were draining your energy. Certain environments were lowering your frequency. So God closes doors, not to trap you, but to protect you. Example: there was a time I was about to accept a job that seemed perfect on paper. Suddenly it got canceled. I felt devastated, but months later, that company collapsed. That delay was divine protection. Number 5, in the wilderness, you hear God clearly. The wilderness is where clarity is born. When distractions are gone, your spirit becomes still, and in stillness, you finally hear God, not as thunder, but as a gentle voice in your heart that says, you are loved, you are called, you are chosen. Reflection: if you've ever sat in silence and felt goosebumps for no reason, a sudden warmth in your chest, or tears out of nowhere, that's the divine presence. That's God saying, I'm here. Number 6, isolation teaches you emotional independence. Being alone teaches you how to fill your own cup. It helps you stop relying on others for validation, love, or peace. God teaches you to source those things from within, and from him. Real life moment. For years I looked to relationships for happiness. When I was alone, I panicked. But in isolation, I learned to enjoy my own company. I discovered peace in prayer, joy in morning sunlight, love in my own reflection. Number 7, your identity is rewritten in private. You're not who you used to be. God is calling you to a new level, a new identity, a new purpose. But that transformation can't happen while you're still surrounded by the old. So he strips it all away, your titles, roles, attachments, until you stand bare. And divine example: after losing a relationship I thought was the one, I was shattered. But in that solitude, I discovered parts of myself I'd buried for years. I began writing, sharing, healing. That loss birthed a new me. Number 8, the loneliness won't last forever, but the growth will. God didn't call you to isolation to leave you there. He's pruning, shaping, refining you. And when the time is right, He will bring aligned people, purposeful opportunities, and blessings you can't imagine. But you'll now be ready to carry them with humility and strength. Story: one woman I know went through years of spiritual isolation, divorce, job loss, illness. She turned to prayer and healing. Today, she's a spiritual coach, helping thousands. Her pain became her platform. Number 9. The quiet season is your launch pad. Don't underestimate the power of the hidden season. That's where warriors are built, where leaders are formed, where light is ignited. You're not buried. You're being planted. Affirmation: I trust this season of solitude is sacred. God is preparing me for something greater. Number 10. When you emerge, you'll be unshakable. What once scared you no longer will. What once hurt you no longer controls you. You'll come out wiser, stronger, clearer, because your strength came from God, not from the world. My final words: looking back, my darkest seasons were my most sacred ones. That's where I met God in ways I never had before. That's where I became who I was always meant to be. If you're in isolation right now, don't resist it. Embrace it, because God may be leading you into silence, not to punish you, but to speak to you. Not to break you, but to build you. Not to isolate you, but to anoint you. Keep shining your light, keep trusting your journey, and remember, you're not alone. You're chosen. Subscribe to Chosen Being for more spiritual messages that awaken, comfort, and empower. Until next time, beautiful soul, stay blessed.